I'm here with John Wheeler, Vice President of Strategy and Emerging Technologies at SPI Global. What aspects of publishing are best suited for outsourcing in terms of the ROI for the publisher?
That's an interesting question because for various publishers, it's different answers to that same question. What we tell the publishers that we deal with as far as outsourcing to do is take a good look at their internal processes and use what I call a four-lens approach. Mm-hmm. They should look at what tasks are necessary to be done in order for them to publish that they don't have to do at all. So think about things like taking out the trash and the parking lot, all that stuff. There's actually things in the publishing process which actually have to be done but really don't need them to do. They should look at things that could be done outside without any loss of quality or any loss of, importance to that customer of having control over the product, okay? Believe it or not, we tell them to look for things that somebody could do better than they do, okay? And one of the first things that all publishers outsource was printing, because people who are set up to be printers certainly can do it better than a publisher that's doing printing as a part of their work.
Sure.
Okay? And if they use that kind of a lens, what's left over is the things they need to have as their core competencies. So what we see with publishers is all kinds of things. Of course, they started with typesetting. Okay, that was very easy. It's a very task-oriented thing. A lot of tactical things that need to be done. So database monitoring, loading content, onto even some customer-facing customer service, where it's simple like people have lost a password, or it's just a very transactional, tactical thing that they need to do with that customer, as opposed to trying to answer questions about the company or the content or things like that. So we found a lot of outsourcing going on, like I said, typesetting, transactional type of work, and it almost immediately shows an ROI.
Right. Okay, and your company does a lot of R&D in publishing technology. What is the most disruptive technology right now?
Right now in the publishing world, I'd say the most disruptive technology has been the rise of HTML5 as a replacement for Flash. And it's interesting in that, my background is with publishing. I was with Elsevier for 8 years. And at that time, we spent millions of dollars producing all kinds of Flash assets in support of our book products, of our journal products, things like that. And all the other publishers that we deal with have done the same thing. Now, with things like the iPad and other products that are not going to support Flash in the future. I mean, Windows just said that in the tablet version of Windows 8, they're not going to allow plugins. So right now, it looks like there's a kind of a seismic shift in what's going to be used to deliver media, enrich media, on portable devices and even to the desktop. And the move now from Flash, which is very mature, a lot of good tools, a lot of deep domain knowledge as far as programmers and experts in that area, to HTML5, which is kind of still squishy because it's not even a complete spec yet. So I'd say for most of the people that we've talked to, especially organizations that have already made a big investment in Flash assets, that's the biggest and most disruptive item.
Right. And what are you hoping to get out of TOC this year?
TOC has certainly grown. We see lots and lots of old customers. We get to reconnect with these folks. We see new customers. You talked about research and development. We have all kinds of new problems dropped on our lap, which helps us learn and grow as an organization. Yeah. So I'd say just as a community of people who are interested in this business and pushing, quote unquote, pushing the needle for the publishing industry, this is the place to be, and we really enjoy that aspect.
Great. Thank you very much.
Okay.